Welcome everybody to J.C Podcast. We're here today talking to you about the sports, everything that happened over the weekend. The Mets winning their series against the Diamondbacks. The Yankees surprisingly losing their series against the Orioles. You have the Nets losing their first game against Boston to a last second layup from Jason Tatum. And there's a lot more that went on over the weekend. We're going to talk some baseball, some basketball today. We're going to hit some football today. Today, we're going to hit a little bit of football. So before we get into all that, let's talk to everyone else that's with us today. Christopher, how's your day been? How your day going, bro?
It's been busy, but I'm here. I can't wait to talk about my Nets because they gave me a heart attack. Then they brought me back to life, and then they killed me again. But we'll see what happens.
Christian, how's your day, man? How your day been?
I'm pissed. You know, I don't know. We'll get into it.
Yeah, he just pissed.
I'm upset like as ever.
As a consumer.
Yeah, today I even woke up bad. I couldn't even work. I freaking woke up. I guess I slept long. My whole neck is sore. I really can't turn around. I can't even look back. I woke up. I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't go. So I was like, I couldn't do it. So at least everybody's day is going well, I guess. Listen, before we get into baseball, Christian sounds a little upset. Let's get into the basketball aspect of it. So the Nets losing by 1 point. It was a great game. I'm gonna ask the Net fan himself, what takeaways you got from there?
Hey man, I've always said, and I said it the last podcast, we have great closers. And I was joking around too, and I was texting you guys, like, watching this game, like, this team is just two people. And it really was evident this last game. Kyrie was very entertaining. Making his shots one and being toxic too. The way he was doing both, it was great.
You saw the way he stuck his middle finger up.
Oh yeah, he was like, I can't. It was not even gonna, bro. That was beautiful. But I thought they had it. Tatum was clutch at the end, and he, we played terrible defense. So I can't even say that our defense is terrible. That's all.
The Nets always had that problem though. They're not a good defensive team. They're not a good defensive team. And like you said, if you look at the box score, you had Durant with 23 points, Kyrie with 39, and the rest of the starting lineup had 5, 8, and 9 points. So
they were fouling. Who was it? I forget who it was. They were fouling on purpose because he could not make a single what was it? He could not make a single free throw. I gotta look at this. I forget because it was pissing me off. He went up to the foul line about 3 times and made 1 free throw. I was so upset. I was like, you can't make this stuff up.
Celtics are good, man. Christian, what do you think about that game? What do you think?
It wasn't as surprising, as we all thought. I mean, we were talking about it yesterday that their defense is trash. He was talking about Jason Tatum. He stepped up.
He's coming.
He did what he had to do. He's coming up there. He's one of the best young stars in the league. He proved it yesterday, and
he got some drive. He had some drive in him because you remember he lost to them before, and the Nets kept they kept overpowering him. But it's not like you guys said on Saturday. You guys said the Nets don't have a great defense, but they have 2 of the best scorers. So all they're gonna do is keep scoring back and forth. This is one of the perfect examples. They need defense for this reason exactly. How were they able to run the ball down and to pass the ball 3 times within 13 seconds and get an open layup? That's just terrible defense.
KD just stood there. He didn't even do it.
That's terrible defense.
He didn't.
KD stuck on top of the paint literally that whole drive.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible defense, and that's the Nets' problem. And another problem, and I said this before, Steve Nash is not a good coach. He's just not. He's not a good coach. He don't have a good game plan.
He didn't draw nothing up to.
No, he don't have a good game plan, and it's gonna get harder. And that's why I think that Brooklyn's not gonna make it to the final. I don't think they're gonna win at all. I have the Nets losing this series, but if they do win, I don't see them win the next series either. Or the series, I don't see them making this magical run because their defense is so bad. Kevin Durant and Kyrie literally have to score all the points for them to be in the game, and for them to win, they have to score more than the opposite team. So, I set the starting 5 for the Nets, and they all had single-digit points. Look at the Celtics. Tatum 31, Horford 20, Marcus Smart 20, Jaylen Brown 20, and their center had 4, but he's not the main guy. 4 out of the 5 starting people on their lineup, 20 plus points. The Nets, 2 out of the starting 5. Who are the 2? Kyrie and KD. So They need to fix it. They need help. Their bench came in a little bit. Dragic, 14. Claxton, 13. But
Oh my God, don't get me. He's the one. I remember now. You said his name and I already know. He's the one that missed like 10 free throws. Pissed me the hell off. I'm watching this game. I'm like, yo, if I was the Celtics, I would just keep following him, honestly. And they just like let him miss his free throws and then score.
I mean,
yeah, but the series is far from over though. You know,
no, game one. Game one. I mean,
over, you know, like, you know, it's just about adjusting. They gotta adjust the defense. They gotta come up with a plan to not only stop Tatum and Brown and all of them, but they need to come up with a plan defensively.
But you know what?
If not, even if they make it past this round, like you said, if they can't stop Tatum and Brown, how are they stopping Giannis?
Giannis and Middleton, a better duo at that fact. But look at their shooters. Nets needed help, and their shooters didn't come in. Steph Curry only 9 points. Patty Mills only shot the ball once and scored 3 points. So their shooters, they weren't able to shoot the ball. You know, people really underestimate Marcus Smart. He's one of the best defenders in the league, and he's gonna go after the best guy at that moment, and he's all over Kyrie. Kyrie's gonna get his buckets. I don't think we really like him being a top defender is not gonna really do. It's gonna create Kyrie to make harder shots, but he still gonna probably make them. But you know, Kevin Durant only scored 23. I think I said. Yeah,
he was on and off that game. He was making them and then missing them, and then he wasn't like on fire like Kyrie was. He was just
9 for 24. Yeah, you know what? You know, it's Kevin Durant. It's the first game.
He's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, they could win game 2, go back home, and then they'll split over there again.
They'll split the series. And,
but
it's gonna be hard to win in Boston though. They have to take at least. Obviously, they got to take at least one.
They have to take one, I think, because I don't know how they're gonna win 2 straight home the same way Boston does. Boston has a really good team.
They got to figure it out. I mean, look, it looked good in the beginning. They were down 15 on the third, came back, took the lead, made it literally a nail biter at the end. You know, there's some promise there, but it's like I texted you guys and I was telling you guys, I'm watching this game and it's funny because I got 3 guys. They got 3 guys over here. This is the court. This is the court here. There's 3 guys here barely moving, and you see KD and Kyrie just keep passing it to each other, and it was just like they were sweating their legs off, and these guys are just, I don't even know. They're not even setting picks or nothing like. I don't think the game plan was drawn correctly. I think they heavily, which makes sense that they heavily relied on them at the end of the game, but relying in them and helping them are 2 different things.
If you have a better coach with a better game plan, those bench players end up getting the ball open and actually end up scoring for them. Because I remember, you know, in the season, toward the end of the season, when the Knicks played the Nets, Knicks had a gigantic lead, and what brought them back was they got this hot fire from Patty Mills dropping like 4 threes in a row. Patty Mills, if anyone other than KD and Kyrie are scoring 20 points or even 15 at that point, Nets are going to win the game. That's the whole point. If Kyrie and KD drop their 25 plus every game, all they need is one more person to give them like 15. If they give them 20, then they definitely win. I don't see how they lose the game. It's like Christian said, and like you said, it's going to be a long series. It was amazing the way it started, but to go down to the wire. But when you have a star like Jason Tatum score that buzzer beater, man, he got some fire, and they ready, man. I'm telling you, I don't like Boston either. I hate both teams. I don't like none of them. But I just think I have to put away my my emotion and be honest with what I honestly think. And I do think Celtics win in 7, but I won't be surprised the Nets win. I just don't see how with their defense, how they make it that far. I just don't see it. Yeah. But let's go over Saturday. We said the Jags will win, but Jags had to come back. Then they were losing. And Mavericks actually had a lead. And that actually was surprising because if the Jazz would have lost, Donovan Mitchell would have went crazy. That was a game there. There's not much really talk about really there. They came back. Doncic is not there. I think if Luka comes back game 3 and they split it, I think Luka and Mavericks have a chance.
How about the Memphis and Timberwolves game?
That's the game to talk about.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's the game. Memphis.
But it's like I know we picked Memphis to win the series, and I still think they're gonna win the series. But that game just showed how inexperienced they are. Both of the teams. Yeah. But that just shows how inexperienced they are.
But
they're obviously not gonna make it far. They'll probably make it to the second round, obviously, and then next year they'll bounce back. They've been in the playoffs before. They know what they got to do. But that game was just...
There's one thing that the Memphis has. Yeah, there's one thing that Memphis has that Grizzlies don't. And his name is Patrick Beverley. His experience and his whole attitude boosts up that team because they all match.
As much as I hate him, but
he's annoying,
a dog, man.
But he is a dog. He 100% a dog.
If you need to stop, he's there, man.
Nah, he's a straight dog, and that's what pushes this team. They have a drive, and they just go with it. He's not their best player. You see, we talked about this. Like the best player doesn't have to be the drive of the team. The best player is Cat. You have Cat there, D'Angelo Russell.
I love Cat. Yeah,
Cat. They're a great team, but I was surprised. But I do think Memphis snaps out of it. And they win the series. And that's why I said in 7, though, because both these teams are young. So they don't really know what's going on. Like the crowd and all the other stuff. There's so much emotion involved. So I think Memphis gets it in 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, the Memphis coming in. And a lot of people said Memphis and what was it? Memphis in 5. I saw a lot of Memphis in 5. They're already down 1. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's not like Minnesota's a bad team. So
they're just too.
This could be a 7. This could be another 7-game series, in my opinion.
It's gonna be a fun series.
Oh, you have Edwards. Oh my God, Anthony Edwards. What a beast that guy is. What a freaking beast.
Yeah, Michael.
I completely forget. That guy was a beast that game.
He almost scored 40. What you said, 36?
36 he scored. Incredible. It was incredible that game. That game was amazing. And then freaking Philly, man, Maxey. Hey, this kid, Maxey, man, that kid's on fire.
30.
Listen, you need someone to step up, especially with James Harden, off like the way he is, and Maxey stepped up, and that's all. That's all they need.
Maxey stepped up,
Stepped up,
Yeah, that was
because let's be honest, Toronto's not the best team in that series, obviously.
No,
but if no one steps up on Philly to help out and beat, Toronto's easily going to take that series, but.
The one thing I do give Harden is that he had 22 assists.
Oh, that's what he did. That's what he did.
Oh, I'm sorry, 14 assists. I read that wrong. 14.
But that's what he did last year with the Nets. I saw like he's not that guy anymore to get the points. He's like literally the top of the paint. He's requesting attention, and he's getting. That guy anymore. He's not. That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, you see, what happened was that last year it was easy to be the point guard because you're passing it to one of the 2 best shooters in the damn game. That's easy. So of course he's not. I'll be a point guard too, but. I think here he can't be the point guard. I mean, he'll be the point guard, but what I'm saying is he has to hit that old drive. He's gonna get a max contract after this year and get paid max money. So if you're gonna get paid max money, it's not gonna be to pass the ball. Get James Harden, hit your damn step backs and hit some threes. He scored 22 points, so he didn't do terrible. 4 for 7 from the 3-point line, so he did good. It's just Maxey, it just went crazy.
Yeah, 38.
That guy went crazy, and he's the actual point guard. He went crazy.
Then that's gonna be the difference in the series. As long as someone steps up, it should be an easy series.
Listen, and B was quiet that game too. Only 19 points. He was a little quiet. He only had 15 rebounds. He was getting the boards. He was when I say quiet, I mean he didn't drop 38 because that's what he was averaging throughout the whole damn season. Just 35, 32, 30. So that's what I mean by quiet. He had a great game. He played awesome. All those rebounds, of course, to help the team out, but I want the 17 rebounds and 38 points and all the damn B stats that he's been doing. It was amazing. And then the Warriors. I told you about Jordan Poole, yo. That kid.
Oh, Jordan Poole, yeah.
That kid. I heard this. And one of the guys said he's like, if you didn't know who Jordan Poole was, you're gonna find out in the playoffs. And I was like, yo, that's 100% correct. Because not everybody watches Golden State game. It starts mad late, and we all the way in New York. It starts later, like 10, I think, I believe those games start. That kid started going crazy.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's ridiculous.
Going crazy.
He's like 30.
It's just unbelievable. The kid, when you have Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and you add a kid like Jordan Poole who's just scoring points to add to it, I don't see how Golden State loses the series if he plays like that. I don't see it.
And for Curry standards, he was kind of quiet that game. So imagine if he imagine if he steps it up. Imagine if he goes to old Curry.
Let's talk about the
Gonna go to Sunday.
Nah, let's talk about the finalists and the awards. That's what I want to talk about because I'm interested in what y'all want when y'all think about who's gonna be MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. So for MVP, you got Giannis, Joel Embiid, and Jokic.
Yeah, he's the first player ever. I don't have the stat. He was the first player ever. I think it was. I think it was 1,000 points. He's the first player. He made history. I think Jokic is having himself a season. I feel bad for Embiid because you really don't know what else he needs to do. But he just, I think the Joker just literally
what I think is that Embiid didn't. He started off hot and he still ended hot, but he didn't stay as hot and consistent as he should have to win the award.
What about you, Chris? Who do you think is MVP?
Jokic, and only because I don't know, man. And also, I think that this guy, what's his name, Giannis. If they win the finals again, he's getting his award back? Is he back to MVP up there for winning that final? So I just think that's how they split. You know, in my opinion,
I take Giannis, and just because he has that defensive edge over both of them. I feel like it's close between him and Jokic, but then you add that factor that he's the best defensive player in the league also, and he just gets that edge. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the way the Joker plays the game, he's a point centered. He moves so slow, but he scores and he passes, and it's just there's not another center like him right now. He's otherworldly, and I don't see how it doesn't go to him to be back-to-back years that he gets it.
Yeah.
And I think he wins it. What's next?
We have Defensive Player of the Year: Mikal Bridges, Rudy Gobert, and Marcus Smart.
If it was up to me, I'll pick Marcus Smart. I know he probably won't win it, but I think Marcus Smart is just a lockdown defender. I think he kills it. I think he owns it. But it's probably going to go to Mikal Bridges, which, by the way, is a rookie.
Well, he's probably gonna go to him just because their team is so dominant, and that's usually how the awards go. Sadly, it sucks that you can't have someone who's in the 7th, 8th seed really win an award like that, or even MVP. But
Boston's is a 2nd seed though, so he might. They're a 2nd seed team.
Oh no, Marcus Smart, yeah, but I'm saying Mikal Bridges, he might win it just because they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, and listen,
that's usually how it goes, and it sucks because it's the analysts and the reporters and everybody voting instead of having actual fans and peers and stuff. Because if that was the case, these awards would be different every year, and it wouldn't just go to analytics and stuff.
I mean, that's another thing too. Like you were saying, like to the MVP is like when you look at when I say Jokic, they're the 6th team, they're the 6th seed. So it's like, could he actually win it? But the thing is, when he's just that good, he might just win it just because he's that good.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It might be Giannis too because they're the 3rd seed.
Yeah,
I don't think that should be voting though. Like,
no, they shouldn't. I always hated that.
Yeah,
because they look more into the analytics and numbers and stuff instead of just who's overall the best, and that's how it should be. That's it, and whose impact is better on the court.
Honestly, yeah, and then just see where their team is at the end of the day. Like, did they that good that they helped their team get there?
I think players should vote. That's what I think.
I think it should be fans. It should be. I don't think it should be players. I think it should just be fans. And
the only reason I don't say fans is because some teams have more. You know, it depends on the. Imagine if one of the New York teams were up for an award. How many more? And I'm talking about what's the population of people?
Yeah, I don't think it should be fans because then how are you gonna take that? How are you gonna count that? Because it's just gonna be, for example, if you just do 500 fans only per team to vote, then they're gonna vote for their favorite player. They're not gonna really look at the stat line. They're not gonna care. That's why I say players.
Not even that. It should just be how it is now. You have the top 3. You have Giannis, Embiid, and Joker, and those are the only people you can vote for. The only players.
I think players are more respected on the award than actual fans. I think fans go by emotion. I think players will actually vote for the right person, and I think that's why I would prefer the players because sometimes these people just like Embiid made a comment, and I disagree 100%. But he said they're not gonna vote for him because I play for Philly, and no one likes Philly. No one cares. No one cares about that. Honestly, if Jokic wasn't having the season that he was having, Embiid would be the MVP by far. But because Jokic had this amazing season after just winning the MVP, Now he could win it back to back. I think Jokic wins it, but it could be Embiid, but I don't think so. I really don't see it. And B gotta stop being a baby and just focus on the playoffs. Forget about it. I know you want to win it. I know it means a lot. Focus on the playoffs. Philly really needs is the championship. How about focus on that for now?
Yeah.
They've been in the talks for how long?
Get priorities right first,
Yeah. What else we got? What's next? What's a six man?
We got six man. Well, we got rookie of the year: Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley. I say Evan Mobley. And just because I did not see the Cavs doing this good the way they have this year. But yeah, Evan Mobley is good. I mean, I like Cade Cunningham, but
problem is his team was so bad.
Yeah,
that's the problem that I had. That the team was so bad, and I just don't think he'll get it. I think Barnes, he might get it just because he's the only rookie, Chris, that actually that's always on the court. He averages more than 30 minutes a game, if I'm not mistaken. The guy is just always on the court. The team loves him. For a rookie to put that big of an impact, how doesn't he win the award? That's rookie of the year, right? He's just that big of an impact.
Yeah, he's already made an impact in the first game, and he's they're in the playoffs, and I was between Barnes and Mobley, but I'm leaning more towards Barnes just because of that, and I'm already seeing it from the postseason. He's already putting in work, and they may have lost the first game and got spanked by Philly, but he's doing his part.
But he's just flat out. He's just a really good rookie to have. That he's averaging those minutes. So what else we got? Let's fly through this. What else we got?
All right, we got most improved player: Darius Garland, John Morant, and DeJounte Murray. Honestly, I don't know why. I mean, I understand why you would put John Morant, but I think I think he's more there because of
his team around him.
because of how good Memphis is. But that's not him as a player. He was always good.
Yeah, I really don't understand.
He was always good. Yeah. There was no reason for him to be most improved. I think he's just there just because of how good Memphis went from not being in the playoffs to being the number 2 seed. But he shouldn't be there. But
I don't agree.
I'll probably give it to to Darius Garland.
Yeah, I think that's a clear one. I don't think there's much conversation to have with that one. That was clear. John Morant missed about 25 games, so he shouldn't be able to win it anyways. So what's next? No, we went through everything, right?
Six man.
Who's six man?
Six man. Tyler Hero. I think it's Tyler Hero. Cam Johnson, Kevin Love. No discussion. Tyler Hero's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm talking about that one.
Miami's the first seed. There's no.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that one. Yeah,
and then coach of the year is I don't know. It's interesting. I got Taylor Jenkins.
Eric
Spoelstra, and Monty Williams. I honestly say Eric Spoelstra.
I like Jenkins, man.
I do. I think it will go to Taylor Jenkins just because, like I said, Memphis went from being 10th, 11th seed last year to the second. But you want to say the second best team in the league, honestly. But
all right,
Eric Spoelstra,
I think Monty Williams, because there's only 10 teams that won 65 plus games. Only 10 teams. Yeah. So I understand that Phoenix was stacked up, but you could be stacked and you have a bad coach and not win that many games. The chemistry of the Suns, he has a big part. He's a great coach, a great mindset. He's a great leader. He knows how to make the right game plans. I think I don't understand how Monty Williams doesn't get it. I understand that Memphis is great. I understand that no one expected him to be the second best team in the West. So if he gets it, I won't be upset. Yeah, Eric Spoelstra, he's a great coach, but honestly, I don't think
they had a good team built around them. But I'm not arguing.
He's always been a great coach. I think Monty Williams deserves it. That's right. To win 65, to win 65 is it's kind of weird. But
I don't argue with that, but I just think it goes to Taylor Jenkins. Like I said, just because look where he brought
where his team was last year and where his team is this
year. Because he basically did what Monty Williams did last year with Phoenix. He brought a young team to the first seed to the finals. Taylor Jenkins brought a young team that was 10th, 11th seed to the second seed. So, you got to give props and respect to where his team is. Yeah, it could go to either or.
Well, listen,
but that's it for the awards, though.
We'll fly through the NBA. We'll switch it over now. We'll get into some baseball at this point. So you were frustrated, Christian. So what's going on? How you feel about the Yankees' performance?
I mean, like we was texting yesterday during the game. I understand the whole analytics thing, and baseball has changed so much, but I feel like sometimes you just gotta leave analytics to the side and just if Nasty Cortez was doing his thing and he was lights out. Yeah, I mean, and I see that's the thing I hate about analytics because you was like, oh yeah, he had 60 something pitches and his velocity was slowing down. Who the freak cares? It's 88 pitches. Okay, 88 pitches. What people for before we used to pitch 120, 140 pitches and like nothing. That and the coach was like, listen, you got it, you got it. That's it. And it's just it sucks. Now the pitchers can't even go past the fifth inning if they have 70 pitches and look, it was proof yesterday. He had 88 pitches. Okay, whatever. He was lights out. You took him out. As soon as they took him out, I texted. I said, "Now watch us give up. Now watch us lose." And
no, it was exactly what you said. It was exactly what you said.
I hated it so much. I
took him out, right? And we texted each other, and I'm like, "All right, guys, 2-0. Okay, it's 3-0. GG. Wait, no, it's 4-0. Oh yeah, 5-0. I turn up I kept getting
bro, and all those texts were a span of 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it was the same inning. Bottom of the 8th, I believe it was. Same inning. The same inning. Man. They don't take that guy out, but they'll take out Cortez. I don't understand.
No, you're right. You're right, Chris, because I was thinking the same thing because I'm watching and I'm like, I feel like it's only the Yankees. Like we'll take out our pitcher and he'll be lights out and they'll take him out in the 5th inning. You watch these other games, all their starting pitchers are still pitching in the 8th inning. Like why the hell?
When did they take out their pitcher? The Orioles?
No, that pitcher got taken out at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Cortez pitched a hell of a game, but his fastest pitch is already at 94. And when you're throwing 88 pitches by the 5th inning, his velocity start going down. I mean, he had no other choice. And plus, Yankees have the best bullpen in the league. So I don't think that was a bad call. I think you had to bring in the bullpen, but the bullpen just had a bad game.
I understand that.
And another thing, the offense, the amazing Yankee offense, didn't score a single run. No, so that's not on the bullpen either.
Oh yeah, I'm not letting that off the hook.
No, I'm just saying, like,
either. Like you see, like Cortez, he pitched 12 strikeouts. He pitched one amazing inning, 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. He pitched amazing, but you can't let him keep pitching. 88 pitches. It's the beginning of the season.
But why can't you let him keep pitching?
Okay, what about last year when they had what's his guy's name?
Okay. But my thing is what changed? Why can't they pitch anymore like that? What happened to when this?
No team wants their starting pitcher to face the batting order more than 3 times.
Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have 5 innings go by where your pitcher's pitching lights out and you can't get a single run.
Your boy should have hit.
One run. You can at least one. Now, get me happy with 1 run. I didn't get a single notification that Stanton, Hicks, Judge, not one of these people who are supposed to be selling tickets are giving me an RBI, a home run, whatever the hell it is. It's honestly it's annoying.
They played terrible. That's what they played, and it's messed up because. If I'm the offense, if I'm Judge, if you want to prove yourself to be a leader, I'm gonna tell Cortez, I'm like, yo, we all owe you a dinner each day. We gotta buy you dinner because that's messed up. You should have won that game for him. And the bullpen didn't do any better. Listen, I'm not gonna too upset with the bullpen. I'm not because we have been lights out with the bullpen throughout the whole season. They're allowed to have a bad game, and they had a bad game. It's just my anger is that it's always against the Orioles. We can't beat this scrubby team. I don't understand it. The Rays went 18-1 last year against the Baltimore Orioles. 18-1. They take care of business, and that's why they're a better team than the Yankees, and that's why Blue Jays are a better team. They beat the crappy teams. Okay. We cannot beat the crappy teams at all.
The Mets are beating the crappy teams.
So forget that. Yeah, what did the Mets win yesterday?
They did 5-0. They won the same score that we lost.
At least one New York team won yesterday.
The Mets won the series, which
wasn't surprising.
It wasn't surprising. The Mets aren't good.
Nothing expected.
I'm not surprised by it.
Unless, yeah.
They're a good team. They're the second highest paid salary right now in that team behind the Dodgers. I wasn't really surprised. That wasn't surprising. They took care of business. That's what a New York team should do. That's what all these teams should do. Take care of the team we're supposed to take care of. We couldn't take care of the Baltimore Orioles.
I swear the Yankees I think they have a curse on them, bro.
These damn cookies.
Like why do we suck so bad?
No, listen, the Yankees could easily win the division if they beat these crappy teams. Every time we face
can, but we don't.
18-1, the Rays did. 18-1. We're already 1-2 against them. We're terrible against the bad teams. I don't understand it.
We
It
played
makes
down
no
to them.
sense. You had Nancy Cortez, those 12 strikeouts. 12 out of the 15 batters. That means only 3 people made contact. That means only 3 people made contact out of the ball that he was throwing. And you couldn't get him a damn run. Yankees are embarrassing against these teams. I said this on Saturday. I said it on Saturday. I said if you put the Orioles, they'll never make the wild card. They're a terrible team. If they make the wild card, you put them against the Yankees, they will smack the Yankees and then face the first round team and get swept because they're a terrible team, but they just know how to beat us. It's so upsetting.
Especially if Garrett Cole pitches.
No, if he pitches, we lose 20-0 because we can't. Derek Choke can't even take care of business against the Orioles. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I can't talk about it because then I start talking fast.
Say hi?
It's very upsetting.
Adrian doesn't want to talk about him either. I think we skipped baseball now. We talked and screamed and did all we did it.
Yeah,
let's do a little bit of football because we didn't do any football last time.
Yeah.
So we didn't do football, but we could talk about football now. Saturday was a long conversation. Listen,
what you got for us for football?
The Jets and Giants have 2 picks in the first round, in the top 10 of the first round. So I'm gonna ask the Giant fan here. What do you want your Giants to pick with those first 2 picks? What positions you looking for?
We need a wide receiver. That's one. I most definitely need a wide receiver. That's one. And then an offensive line. I think those would be my 2 picks. I don't think there's a quarterback. There's talks now about this kid. I forget his name. For now, I don't think we need a quarterback. Daniel Jones is not the future. I just don't think he is right now. But I think right now you just need to get pieces because but it's always weird because it's always those quarterbacks, and it's been proven in the past that were people that you never really thought would be the guy, you know what I mean? But they're dominantly. Tom Brady is the biggest example.
I'm just
saying, should be the guy, Chris.
I'm so happy that you said Daniel Jones because now we're gonna play a little segment that I'm gonna start calling "Would You Rather," and that is a thing that I would love to play. So I'm gonna put Daniel Jones. The option is. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Daniel Jones as the main face, and it will be "Would you rather Daniel Jones or another name of your quarterback on your team?" And every question, Christopher, you answer first. Wow. Christian answers second. So let's start off right now. Would you rather Daniel Jones or Tyrod Taylor as your starting quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
Christian.
Tyrod Taylor.
Would you rather Daniel Jones or Baker Mayfield as your starting quarterback?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
Would you rather Daniel Jones or Jimmy Garoppolo?
Jimmy Garoppolo. Easy.
I don't like Jimmy G. I really don't.
He's frozen.
I don't like Jimmy G. Jimmy G. I'm gonna stick with Jones. I just don't like Jimmy G. The team last year made it in spite of him. They had a great defense.
I'm not agreeing with that one. I'm not agreeing with that one.
Daniel Jones.
Who was the team? Who was the team last year?
Hold on.
It was just picking Daniel Jones because Jimmy G can't run a 3.9.
No. You guys gotta stop. People are disrespecting him like he's one of the worst quarterbacks.
This man, he didn't do much.
I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo on Pittsburgh over Mitchell Trubisky any day.
Stop.
What did Jimmy do? That team was defense. Devo, that team was everything but Jimmy G. Like Jimmy G was there in the middle to get the balls to the playmaker. And
the team wins with him. Though. He made it to the Super Bowl. The team knows how to win with him. He knows how to win. That's qualities that not every quarterback has. He knows how to win. You can take away his stats. If he makes that one right throw that Kittle, I believe last year, they win the Super Bowl. It is what it is the year before. But he's not a bad quarterback. You want him to be a veteran, to be a leader, and to teach your team how to win. That's how you take him. So stop bashing him. He's not a bad quarterback. He's a better quarterback than Danny Jones. He will get more wins with the Giants than Danny Jones will get wins with the Giants. But that's your pick.
I'll take Jimmy G. I'll take Jimmy G on Pittsburgh any day.
We'll take Jimmy G. Would you rather Daniel Jones or Mitchell Trubisky?
I'll take Trib.
Okay, what about you, Christian? If you were a Giant fan, think of a Giant fan. Daniel Jones or Mitchell Trubisky. Would you rather have
Well, I'm not thinking of a Giants fan. I'm just thinking of the better quarterback. So, Trubisky.
better quarterback? Okay, Trubisky was clear. Now, would you take Daniel Jones or Tua Tagovailoa?
Oh, Danny Jones. I hate Tua.
I hate him too.
This dude throws like a 12-year-old, bro.
Yeah, he hasn't really proved much to me. And what do you think he does next year? That's a good question. What do you think he does next year? Because they got a team around him who's actually not bad.
They do.
Now, if they're bad, you got to know it's his fault. And I just don't think that like
100%.
Waddle was playing like.
Listen,
I love Waddle. I love everybody over there in Miami. It's just two
Dolphins didn't do this for Tua Tagovailoa. Next year, Tom Brady will be the starting quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. All right, that's just.
I believe.
Let's get away from that. I'm just making that right now.
I believe
he's gonna be a Miami Dolphin.
And I said it. I said it.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. I already know
Tom Brady back in that. Tom Brady back in your.
Chris, we already played the segment of who would you rather. Those are like one of the worst, the bottom tier quarterbacks. So Daniel Jones isn't good. We know that. But I think when you said that the Giants should draft a wide receiver, I disagree with that. I think you have enough talent for the offense to move. I think you need an offensive lineman. I think you need a defense. Your defense was terrible as well. I think you need help on both sides.
Honestly, as much as we've been bashing Daniel Jones, I feel like if he had more protection, I think he would do decent.
Okay, but that's true. That's true with every quarterback.
I think he's terrible.
That's true with every quarterback. You give every quarterback a couple more seconds. I think they make better decisions.
I think he's terrible.
Yeah, of course. But I think he does decent. I think he does decent enough to go like 8 and 9.
I just think he's terrible. I just think he's terrible. I just don't like him. I don't like the way he plays. There's something about him that it makes me want to just cringe. I just don't like Daniel Jones. I think he's another version of Eli Manning, and that's why Giant fans are reacting so fast than usual because they had Eli. He had 2 good years, 2 Super Bowls. Besides those 2 years, one of the worst. I just don't like Eli Manning. He would lead the league in interceptions. He just looks like another Eli, and I just can't stand it. And I'm a Jet fan, and I just can't look at him. He just pisses me off.
But Eli beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Okay, he won 2 Super Bowls. Okay, he'll be a Hall of Famer. But despite the 2 years, Eli wasn't great either. Eli was great in playoff time. Playoff Eli is better than playoff Aaron Rodgers. You can't beat me on that comment right there. Playoff Eli is a better quarterback than playoff Rodgers. Don't debate me. It's over. He's a better quarterback. But when it comes to the regular season, it's not a comparison. Eli's just not that good. But whatever. Anyways, I think I think the Giants should definitely draft offensive lineman and then draft a defensive piece. So right now we're hearing that Thibodeau, who is a defensive pass rusher, could be available by your 5th or 7th pick. If you get Thibodeau and then you get an offensive lineman, that's a steal. I think it's just by far, it's just an easy steal for the draft there. So with the Jets, I think the Jets easily draft a wide receiver, and I want Sauce Gardner. I want the Sauce. I want the corner. I want him. He looks good, and I think. Yep, I love the Sauce. I think he's to come in here, and he's a draft. I mean, he needs to come in.
I actually like the Jets a lot, even before this draft. I saw them. At the end of the season, they were starting to gel. They were starting to gel. This guy got hurt at the wrong time, but even him getting hurt, what's his name?
Elijah Moore.
Moore, yeah. And I had him on fantasy too. He was. This guy was heating up, but he was really good. Like I'm watching him, and he was consistently
he's good.
Burning everybody. He was consistently making plays, and I love him a lot. I love the team itself is actually gelling together a lot.
I was telling Jay the same thing. I was like, when Zach Wilson came back from injury, I don't know what he turned up.
Yeah, he did look a little different.
He turned up, and if he could keep up that play next year, and if the Jets are smart with their picks, obviously not winning the division, obviously.
I don't think they'll ever grade a quarterback from their first year. Remember, usually when you're a high draft pick, they put you in a bad team. When you're a high draft pick, they're not high in the draft for no reason.
Yeah, they're not gonna
always remember that.
They're not gonna win the division.
But listen, it takes years because look, you had Josh Allen got drafted on one of the worst teams. Now they're one of the best teams.
Okay, but wait, this is the point though, Christian, is that his second year is when Josh Allen became Josh Allen. The second year, the Bills became beast. So that's why everybody's saying
it could happen to the Jets.
It could happen. Listen, you see the Wilson sign right there. It could happen. I'm a fan of him, but he gotta show me something. He gotta show me something.
No, but I think he showed a lot of promise though.
They win the division, but if they come out of nowhere, I would tell you right now from today, I would not be surprised if you see them somehow, some way in the wild card.
Oh, okay. See, I would be surprised as a Jet fan if they make it to the wild card. As a Jet fan,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they look. I think they're looking better. This is the first time, and I've never said
the AFC is so stacked. The Jets are not gonna make it. There's no way they can make it. Do you not look at the AFC?
I think they're having a better. I think they could have realistically. I think they could have a better record than the Patriots and the Dolphins.
No way.
I think they can. They can if they stay healthy and they are smart in the draft.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know the rank of who has the hardest schedule?
It's always the New York teams. It's always the Jets and the Giants.
No,
it's
not.
All the AFC.
It's actually not. No, it's actually not. The top 5 hardest schedules in order is the Chiefs are number 1. The Jets have the second hardest schedule. Then you have the Rams, Cincinnati, and Green Bay.
The Jets always have a hard schedule, bro.
Okay, but no.
Just because it's just being in the AFC.
I
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Look at the 5 teams. Look at the 5 teams I just said. The Chiefs, the Jets, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Kansas City. I'm sorry, Cincinnati Bengals, the Rams, and Green Bay. The Rams and Green Bay. Rams and Green Bay. Or every team I just mentioned. Oh, and the Chargers is there too. Every team I just mentioned are a playoff team or has been in the playoffs or won a Super Bowl. So why are the Jets in that conversation? That makes no sense. Why is their schedule the second hardest schedule? That's why the Vegas has them winning under 5 games. So there's no way the Jets are going to be the second best team unless Zach Wilson is just this amazing talent. I don't see it happening. I don't. I think they can improve, but they're not going to win. They're not going to make the wild card. They just look.
All I'm saying is it's all depending on that. It's all depending on that. And I said, and it was all if at the beginning. I said it was all if Zach Wilson comes out of nowhere, like we said, Zach Wilson shows something different than he did last year. I think the Jets can really, and like I said, to make the wild card, you have to be a good team. And we're saying, I think that the Jets are starting to look like
all right. Well, to end this, the Jets will go as far as Zach Wilson will take them. That's what the reality is. Look at the mock draft right here. I'm gonna show you one of these mock drafts on ESPN. It shows Jacksonville taking an edge, Huntington, whatever his name is. Detroit taking the safety. They have Hamilton. Houston taking Evan Neal, the OT. He has to look for it. I look for it right now.
Which one though? Did you pick the first one here?
No, let me just go through it because we're wasting time. So the New York Jets are picking Thibodeau, the edge that I see the Giants to draft. But if the Jets get him, I'll be excited if the Jets get him. That's what I got to say. I think the Jets got to get a wide receiver and then Sauce Gardner. But they have the Jets picking Kyron Thibodeau. They have the Giants picking Ukanua, the offensive lineman, Ekwani Ukanua, the OT, which, like I said, you guys did an offensive lineman. Then they have the Giants picking with their 7th pick, which kind of surprises me, Christopher. It shows them picking the corner, Derek Stingley. Have him picking him first. Then they have the Jets. I'm skipping to the Jets. They have Seattle drafting Malik Willis. And, in this mock draft, Christian, it shows that Seattle did a trade with Denver, and they drafted Malik Willis with the 9th pick. That's crazy. Then they have the Jets drafting Sauce Gardner with the 10th pick. You see, I'll be ecstatic.
Where did you see that at?
I'll be ecstatic. I looked it up on ESPN. I'll be ecstatic.
I have every pick you said, I have like a absolutely different. I mean, if you want to look at it, this is a totally different scenario.
There's a whole bunch of different mock drafts that comes up.
This one's here is telling me. So I'm just gonna skip to our teams. The Jets picking Garrett Wilson, wide receiver from Ohio, and the Giants picking Evan Neal with their first pick. the offensive lineman, and then we skipped it.
I like
Go to the Giants again,
That's what the Giants need.
picking
Offensive
Kayvon.
line, they do.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
They're smart.
Yeah, I can't say
Thibodeau
that
is
name, and I won't.
Thibodeau.
I'm just gonna say Kayvon. That's his first name. His part of his,
It's Thibodeau. It's like saying
and-
Tom Thibodeau from the Knicks, the head coach.
You
Just
think
Thibodeau.
he
Who?
drops to the Giants' second pick?
The who? The New York who?
Thibodeau?
Yeah,
The who?
I mean he could. I mean
Knicks.
it's only
Who?
one. It's only Caroline. Between
Caroline. I
and
mean Carolina.
Caroline, the same thing.
Carolina.
He said Caroline.
It says people say it different. And then the last but
No.
not least, the Jets.
Nobody said that. There's an
the
A at
Jets-
the end. Caroline. Not Caroline.
Caroline.
Oh, this guy said Caroline. The
Caroline.
South Carolina Panthers, everybody. They're here.
Nah, I
Everybody
ain't
say
nothing about
right.
no South. And then the Jets picking Jermaine Johnson for 10.
I like that.
I have that as well for as
Jermaine
a
Johnson is who again? What
defense-
position?
defensive end, Florida State.
All right. I mean, I want Sauce Gardner and I want Garrett Wilson. That's my imaginary picks. Is it gonna
You
happen?
want the
No.
Wilsons.
I want Sauce Gardner and I want
Wilson.
Willis, but it's not gonna happen. I don't see it happening. I don't
want
think it's
Malik
Sauce.
Willis.
Sauce Gardner, we know Sauce Gardner is moving up the chart really fast, and he might get picked early. Garrett Wilson is moving up the charts really fast. He might get picked early. But Christian, you just said it. See, the Steelers
Yeah. I
are
want Malik
all
Willis
the
so bad.
way down
20.
here at the 20th pick.
Yeah, and
Bless
it's,
you.
It's
Who?
it's sad. It's sad because the only way, because I was saying it from the beginning. I want Malik Willis so freaking bad because he had that dinner with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin should have gave him some steak, some lobster, some something.
Some sauce.
Yeah, and
So,
the
some
mock
sauce,
draft.
something.
The mock draft I have here
because-
has
yeah.
Malik Willis going to
Yeah.
the Steelers here.
Yeah, because but I feel like the only way he'll go to the Steelers is if they trade up because I feel like he's not going down that far.
Yeah,
This
there's
is
no
not,
way.
but this is
He's,
not
he's not going down that far.
But-
No, I'm saying the only way
but
he can
listen
do
here,
it is
Christian.
if they trade up.
Listen here,
That's the only
Christian.
way.
As a Steeler fan, you must understand this is what everybody is reporting, and he is not ready for end game action. So if you draft him, it's gonna be to sit for a year to 2 years.
It's okay. He can
All
sit
right.
for a year or two,
Okay.
but just let us secure him.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't expect
Yeah,
the draft.
no.
Don't
I
expect
know.
the draft
Definitely.
man
Behind
to come
Trib.
in.
Behind
Yeah,
Mr.
because
Trubisky.
Trubisky is a good quarterback. He's not taking
Yeah, he's
Trubisky's
good.
job without an injury. So,
No, definitely not.
so you have to remember when you draft a quarterback like this, because they all said it, he's not in game ready. He only played. He'll play a limited amount of
Obviously,
games.
yeah, but
He needs to be, get the hang of it. So when the Steelers do draft him, there has to be a sense of patience.
I just love him because there's so much promise. His arm is ridiculous. He
Has
a
potential.
cannon on his
Has
arm.
Yeah, he has potential.
Oh my god.
He has
a
he has the
cannon
best
on his
potential
arm.
out of all of them. But when you really look at it, the best quarterback to actually get the hang of things now is Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a more well-suited quarterback that if you need him to be plug in and play, or if you need him to learn a little bit faster, just like Mac Jones. Remember how Mac Jones, he understands the game a little bit better, but San Francisco took Trey Lance, who was way less ready to play, but they took him
Mhm.
earlier because he had more potential.
I
That's
think
what it
Trey Lance
is.
I think Trey Lance
They
is
have
gonna-
they have Pickett going
Good
first
player.
before Willis.
Of
And
course.
they have them
Of
here
course.
in the mock draft being picked by Carolina.
Oh, that Caroline?
There's an R in it.
Apparently,
There's an R in it.
apparently.
Listen,
But yes,
listen,
they say
I think-
Carolina does need a QB. So I mean, I
they
don't
got-
be surprised.
What?
They have Sam.
Sam freaking Darnold.
They got
Oh.
Sam Darnold, bro.
What?
I'm
Who else
sorry.
do you want?
Yeah, no, this must be the wrong link.
If somebody told me that I could trade Sam Darnold for Patrick Mahomes, I'm declining that 10 times out of 10.
Chris, would you rather Daniel Jones or Sam
Exactly.
Darnold?
I would trade Daniel Jones. No, I mean I would trade Sam for cap space. Just get rid of him. That's all I mean. You don't need to offer me anything.
I'll
Chris, I
trade
forgot
Daniel
this
Jones.
name. Daniel Jones or Davis Mills?
Ooh. Daniel Jones.
No.
Is Mills proven?
Yeah, bro. He was the second best rookie behind Mac Jones. He was a rookie last season. He was picked last. He was picked he was picked later on. He's a better quarterback.
Oh, for first year, comparing first years, I guess you would most definitely pick Mills.
Oh, you'll pick him. Davis
Because,
Mills is gonna be a stud.
All right.
Comparing first Mills.
What's the time right now, Jay?
Time right now, We have about 10 minutes.
All right, so I want to go through the breaking news right that popped up today. Browns made Denzel Ward the highest paid cornerback in history with 5 years, $100.6 million extension. Do you think he deserves the money?
Browns need to be spending their money on, on some other stuff. Bro. Browns ain't a team up there. I just don't think they're I don't. All right, Jay. The Browns, because they're in the where they're in the what the NFC. I think they make it because where's anybody going in the NFC? I think all the talent is in the AFC.
They're not. They're in the AFC, man.
Okay, so they're not going nowhere. I don't think they're going anywhere. So I just don't. Who's on that team?
What is wrong with you?
The Browns?
Honestly, what is wrong with you? Honestly,
the Browns.
The Browns have the on paper are the best, one of the best teams in the AFC. Deshaun Watson is there. Are you guys here?
No, I'm talking about Chris is crazy.
No,
I'm just saying,
okay.
but what
So
Deshaun
Chris
Watson
hasn't been here. Chris hasn't been here. Apparently, his mind been outside. The Browns on paper have one of the best teams in the AFC. And
First of all, hold on.
I need to see. And this is what everybody's been talking about.
The Browns
Deshaun
the
Watson
Browns
back.
have the best team on paper with Baker Mayfield. You take Baker Mayfield out and add Deshaun Watson, they're even better than what they were.
It's a Super Bowl team. How are you gonna sit here and say they're not gonna make it?
The Browns handed Baker Mayfield a Super Bowl in his hands, and he fumbled the bag. So they said, "All right, now the Watson is your turn."
You have Deshaun Watson with two great running backs, and Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They have
top 10 defense.
Cooper as a wide receiver.
A top 10 defense.
How are you gonna sit here and say they're not gonna go nowhere?
They just signed Denzel Ward.
This is the beginning of our podcast. By far the worst take you have ever had on this podcast.
You just have to see. But this is
even worse than my Lakers.
We haven't seen everything.
Bro, that's terrible. That's terrible. Listen.
We have to see.
No. I hear you.
I just have to see it. We have to see. This is
in the Browns division. In the Brown division, you have Steelers, Cincinnati, and the Baltimore Ravens. They're better than all three of those teams on paper. Could they win the division? Yes. Could they not win it? No. It all depends. Listen,
all I'm saying is the competition in the AFC. All I'm saying,
they're gonna make the playoffs. No matter what, they're making it. They're making the play if they're healthy. And by the way, Deshaun Watson are only gonna get a 4-game suspension. What the hell is that? Only 4 games? Only 4?
They could lose the first 4 and then win the next 13.
Only 4 games he's getting. Whatever. Anyways.
All right. Well, one more before you end.
I'm just saying. What they facing Cincinnati? They gotta face Cincinnati twice. They gotta face Baltimore twice. Then they got how many more teams they have to face in the AFC? They have to. You see them coming second. Wait, Chris.
Pull up their schedule so we could go and vote.
I already told you who the top 5 hardest teams schedule were. They were in the top 5. So
okay. But let's see. All right, now while he pulls it up, it says Colin Kaepernick tells I Am Athlete podcast his goal to be starter, but he would take backup job to get back in the NFL. Now my question is, what team would be willing to take them, and would you take him?
No, I'm not taking him. What team actually would do it?
Because
the Saints
he wants to be a starter, but he's willing to be a backup just to get his foot in the door to be a starter.
The Saints will do it, but do I see it happening? Maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't see a team signing him.
If he was to get a job,
it's been 4 or 5 years since he's played. And I don't know. I never seen him play in a while, besides little clips here and there. And I don't know. I don't see a team wasting their time and their money on him. So
I don't see. I can see the Saints, and I could probably see Carolina, or should I say Caroline? I think the Carolinas probably doing it. I don't see I don't see the Saints. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get him. I don't really see the point. He's next.
Did you find it, Chris?
Next.
I just keep talking. They give me some ugly.
That's it for football. Honestly,
all right. So listen.
Let me look. I'll show you what this is here. I don't know which is preseason and which isn't.
No. Just show. Okay.
Just show me. But let's say. All right. So let's start from.
All right. So just read up the list. For the season. Forget the preseason.
Okay. Cincinnati.
First game, Cincinnati. Well, it's tough for the first four games just because he's not playing.
Okay, you know what you do, Chris? Don't read the division team. So the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers, don't read those. Read everything else. Because those might be, we could talk about them because they're in the division. They're going to play them twice. We know that. Read everybody else that's not in there.
New England.
That's a win.
That's a win. Yeah.
The Jets.
Win.
Like I said, the Jets have to prove themselves.
That's a win. That's a win. Next.
New Orleans.
That's a
win.
If Brady's still there, the Bucks.
That's a good game. That's a
good game.
Wait, what week they play them?
It's not giving me a week. Just give me
so look,
that's it.
So I'll give it to Brady. I'll say they lose.
Yeah,
the Bills.
So, lose.
They lose against the Bills. Okay.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Chargers.
4. That's win. That's a win.
That's a
win. 4.
You can't say that easily though against the Chargers though.
That's a win. Next.
I'll give them a dub, but it's not as easy.
You can't. That's
I'm not making it easy. I'm just saying it's a win.
They lose here against Houston.
What?
That's a win. Stop.
That's a win.
Nah,
5.
They lose here against Houston, and then they have 2 Bengals. They have two Bengals.
That's
they have
games.
I know. Hold up. Commanders.
Win.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a win.
Win.
Carolina's a win.
Win. Look how easy that is, Christian.
That's already 7 dubs.
The Jets have the second hardest schedule. Look at their schedule.
I want to look at it. Let me look at the Jets.
The Jets already found. You can easily.
That's all right. So that's already 7 wins. Then you got 2 games against the Steelers. That's 2 games. That's 9. Then
and then the Bengals is probably
and the Bengals you could split. So
Baltimore's probably a split.
Baltimore's a split. That's 11.
That's 11 wins. That's 11 wins.
They're gonna get at least 11 to 12. At least they're gonna go 12-5.
Oh God. Okay. I wanna say the Jets schedule. This is funny.
Okay. You don't listen to me.
Okay.
Can you post it?
Right.
Can you show it?
Okay. This is not by week. This is just.
It's not by week, but I already know. I looked at this 100 times already, and I cry every day I look at it. But just show me again.
What's the schedule? Is it that bad, bro?
The second hardest schedule, Christian. Are you?
All right, wait, hold on. I got you right now. All right. Lose.
Cleveland.
Maybe win. Lose.
Well, against Minnesota is not they're a good team, but they choke a lot.
All right, New England. I'll give them a win on that one. Why not? Lose.
Wait.
I think they could split with New England.
I think they could go.
The Jets. Listen to me right now. The last 2 seasons, the Jets are 0-12 against the division. They haven't won a division game in 2 years. So let's not be so quick.
Okay, but like we were saying, they're talking
about if there's the improvement is there. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about if the improvement is there.
All right. So Buffalo, that's a loss. Miami, I give them a win. New England, I say they split it, so that's a loss. Baltimore loss. Bengals loss. Bears win. Detroit win. Pittsburgh
loss.
I'm biased because I'm a Steelers fan.
Lost. They lost. I'll help you with that one. Lost.
Buffalo lost. Denver lost. Jacksonville win. Seattle toss up because they got Drew Lock.
That's a loss.
That's a loss, bro.
Nah, they got Drew Lock, bro.
I think the Jets could win here.
I think you're too, bro.
I think the Jets could win against the Seahawks.
Seattle, one of the worst teams right now. They had nobody.
I don't think they.
Get the hell out of here.
I don't think they.
So all right, Chris, scroll back up, right? Let me do me a favor. Every time I say a win, remember how many we win. I'm a Jet fan, so I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right,
loss, win, loss, win. Scroll down, please.
You put win against the Steelers.
They could win.
They could win.
Loss,
I think they could win.
Loss, win. How many wins is that?
You went too fast.
Okay, I'll go slow.
That's 6, bro. And 6 is actually good because you only won 5 games the last 2 years each. So 6.
But you just said they're gonna make the wild card. So how is 6 wins gonna make the wild card?
That was wait. That was before I saw your schedule, and I was like,
look. But we watched these first 3 games. These first 3 games are tough, right? These first. Let's just say they play these first. There's no date here. There's no dates here. Browns, Green Bay, Miami. What if they win? What if they win 2 of those? Or let's say
okay, Chris. That's what if though, Chris. That's a maybe.
That's what we're talking about right now. We're not talking.
They're not beating Cleveland. They're not beating the Packers. They're not beating Miami. They might split. But they're not beating Miami. Vikings are that one team that we could beat because they're just weird. The Patriots. Bill Belichick owns the Jets. He's part owner of the Jets. If you didn't notice, he owns part of them. I don't know how they're gonna beat against the Pats. The Bills are gonna sweep us. The Ravens are gonna beat us. The Bengals are gonna beat us. Chicago we could beat, but it all depends on how their coach looks. Detroit we could beat. Pittsburgh we could beat.
For anyone listening, this is what being a New York fan is about.
Mike
Pick your schedule, Chris.
Put the Giants schedule.
Let me
The
see
Giants have an easier schedule.
Let me see yours. Let me see the Steelers.
No. Do Giants. It's the New York podcast.
Let me see yours. Then let me see the Steelers after.
Listen. The Giants are gonna win 8 games because that schedule is that easy.
And I'm for the Steelers. I'm gonna be just as hard as you, Jay, because I honestly believe that y'all could win at least 7-8 games. But you're just going too hard.
Okay, I got the teams here.
You going in, bro? Come
on,
no,
they're not gonna win. No,
Chicago line. Oh God, we can actually make it.
They could win 8 games. I'm not lying to you. Look at this terrible schedule.
Wait, hold on. Is this in order?
No, this is just home and away games.
Nothing is in order.
Okay. So you could beat Chicago. You could beat Detroit. I think that's a loss.
We lose against the Colts.
You're beating the Houston. You're beating Carolina. You're losing against Baltimore. You're losing against Dallas. You might split against Eagles. So I think we split. Loss. You're gonna split against Washington. Loss, win, loss. Win. I'll give them a win. Loss.
Seattle's easy.
Win and loss. Yeah.
I'm telling you, they could kind of like squeeze in. And I don't think. And you said loss against the Vikings. I'm telling you, the Vikings are a choke team. They just keep choking games. How many times I watched them last season?
I give it 8-9 wins, but again, like we said, that's what they do in the draft. If they could,
but honestly though, 8-9 wins is enough because the NFC is trash. There's not enough teams out there. That's enough to make the Giants
will be the most improved team.
They'll be the most improved team. They can make the playoffs before the Jets can make the playoffs.
All right, bring
easily.
Up the Steelers, Chris. Let me see this.
God, all right.
Oh my God.
I honestly be happy if we get 8-9 wins. With Mitch Trubisky, I'll be happy.
All right, we got
Atlanta. That's a dub. That's a loss. That's a dub. I'll say a loss for the first one. Loss, win. I say loss.
You said that mighty easy. Are they gonna beat Miami's stacked up team?
Listen, Miami's not a walk in the park anymore. I gotta remember that.
Yeah, we are. Stop it.
Loss, what?
Win,
okay.
Loss. Patriots, we beating them. Jets were spanking them. New Orleans, we're giving them that.
Look at this biased guy.
Buccaneers, we're getting spanked. Indianapolis, we're gonna win. Eagles were winning.
And
you ain't beating Indy, bro. You're not beating Indy, bro.
Chris,
bro. We're going 16-1. Goodbye, guys. That was episode 2. Yeah, bye. I'll see you later.
Chris, scroll up, Chris, and I'm gonna tell you what my honest opinion. Go up. Atlanta's a win. Baltimore's a loss. Carolina is a loss. I mean, it's a win. My bad. It's a win. Loss. Split. Loss. Win. Loss. Win. Loss.
That's 9 wins. You just proved my point.
I don't think they beat Buffalo.
That's 9 dubs, bro. You just proved. I said 8 and 9.
They say they beat
8 or 9.
Buffalo.
You said
no. You didn't say no. He said win for Indy. He didn't say win for Buffalo.
No, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say loss for both of them.
My bad. 8. All right. 8. I'll say 8 or 9. I'll be happy with 8 or 9. With Trubisky,
you ain't making it. I don't think 8 makes it to you in the AFC.
I don't know. We're last, but
the AFC 8's not cutting it. In the NFC, maybe.
Listen. In our division, being last is not bad because you got Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincinnati.
So the
being last is not bad.
The Jets have a hard division too. Denver has a hard division. The Chiefs have a hard division. AFC, each division is hard besides the Colts.
It's just hard. That's it. It's just period right there. That's all it is.
The Colts have the easiest schedule in their division because
Seahawks can make the playoffs at this point with the NFC the way it's bad. They ain't making them. I'm just saying, like, it's just the difference between skill level. Like, I think they should redraft everybody and just.
The Jets have a hard schedule. They're not winning the division. They're not even coming second in the division. They might not even come third. I am a Jet fan. I'm being very honest. There's no way they make the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, you might have to find me in the hospital and bring me back to life because I'll be out of air. My heart will be stopped because this is not way and that won't happen. Jets are not making the playoffs. The Giants have a better chance than the Jets, and the Giants suck, but they have a better chance than the Jets. Daniel Jones is terrible. I can't stand him. But Steelers are not making the playoffs either. They're terrible.
The Jets have a better chance than the Giants. Stop, bro.
No, they don't. Look at their schedules, Christian. We just said Giants are gonna win 8 to 9 games and Jets are gonna win 5. How does that make any sense?
Injuries happen, bro.
Okay, but I mean, injuries happen.
I'm gonna cry.
You know how many injuries in the AFC you need for the
If every single quarterback in the AFC
every single quarterback.
You're good.
Before we go, last thing, Christian, give me your top 5 quarterbacks right now in the league.
Right now, easy. In order, I can do it in order too.
Zach Wilson.
In order. All right, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Right now, damn, I'm gonna have to go with Deshaun Watson.
Hasn't even played yet, bro.
Justin Herbert.
Okay, that's 4. One more.
Mitchell Trubisky.
All right. Give me your real top 5. Christian, give me your real top 5.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and I'm still going with Justin Herbert.
Okay, listen. All right. I respect more because I was about to yell at you for not putting those 2 in that top 5. Chris, what's your top 5?
It's not order. I'm just saying names in my head that I remember. Mahomes, of course. Allen.
Why
am I not remember this guy's name? Like, I love this guy. Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Burrow. Better than Joe Shiesty, bro.
Okay.
What? Because
Tom Brady and Rodgers.
To the Super Bowl. He went to
Rodgers. You said Tom and Rodgers.
I will put Rodgers up there.
What? Wait. What did you just say?
He went to the Super Bowl because of his defense.
Who?
Joe Shiesty.
His defense?
Bro.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yes, because his defense is the one that stopped Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs from scoring the whole half, bro.
I'm not talking about it. Top 5 quarterbacks in the league. I'm not putting it in order either. I'm just saying it. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, and my 4th one,
This is
Josh Allen. Oh, 5th? That's Josh Allen. Yeah. That's the top 5. Out of those top 5 quarterbacks, 3 of them or 4 of them on some people's list are in the AFC. Jets are not making the playoffs. That's how we're gonna end it. The Yankees had the day off today. Thank God they suck. Let's move on. We'll be back to make the next podcast. Say goodbye, everybody. With this. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one.